Romeo's shout echoed. Dad's coming home today. His phone slipped. Clattering from the chair, a frustrated hiss escaped him. This old iPhone 8 really needs an upgrade, he mused, already plotting a convincing lie to extract cash from his father. His mother called, her voice laced with playful ignorance as she packed food. "When did your father say he'd be back, dear?" A knowing smile played on her lips. Their marriage blessed with 3 bright children, 2 boys and a girl, all remarkably intelligent and good-looking. Rosemary, their youngest, darted toward the gate, starfruit clutched in her hand. "Our new house and yard will be so much fun," she exclaimed. The abundance of fruit trees and the mysterious dark forest a thrilling prospect. The recently installed borehole and extended fence, offering water to the community. A small blessing after the difficulties of city life. Rosemary, unaware of their parents' plan to start a poultry business, a temporary measure before their hopeful return to the urban bustle. They gradually moved their belongings inside, a quick clean transforming the unfamiliar space. Only the electricity remained to be connected. Junior had been gone with the electrician for what felt like hours. Sourcing materials for the connection from a distant pole. A brand new generator and light bulbs lay waiting. The air from the nearby trees was cool and refreshing. Finally, Junior reappeared, the electrician following. Romeo rushed to help unload the wires, switches, bulbs, and the heavy generator. Soon the electrician began his work. The family gathered in the living room. Their conversation a low hum of starting anew. Rosemary already lost in peaceful sleep. A timid voice interrupted their quiet discussion. "Please, sir, could you stop pulling the ladder?" The electrician stood in the doorway, a bewildered expression on his face. "I might fall from the ceiling." Surprise rippled through them. Romeo asked, "You mean someone was actually pulling the ladder while you were up there?" "Yes, sir," came the reply. Maybe it was just the wind their mother offered, though the air was still. "My boys wouldn't play such a silly prank. They're much too old for that," she added, a hint of defensiveness in her tone. The electrician sighed, returned to his work as Rosemary mumbled softly in her sleep. 5 p.m. arrived precisely, the gate groaning open as it scraped against the ground, a sound that definitely needed addressing. Junior was the first to stir, a collective nap having overtaken them. The cool rural air flowed through the open windows, a welcome change from their cramped city apartment where power outages turned sweltering afternoons into unbearable ordeals. Mr. Jude arrived, his gaze sweeping over their new home. A slow, thoughtful nod accompanying the taxi driver unloading his luggage. "Welcome, Dad." Romeo offered a brief hug, a wide smile on his face. Rosemary darted towards him, a small whirlwind of energy. "That's my girl." Jude chuckled, scooping her up in a tight embrace. "Welcome, honey," he murmured to his wife, a light kiss following. The boys casually carried the bags inside as Jude and his wife took a quick tour of the yard, noting the guava leaves, the orange tree, and the neat rows of pineapple plants. Their conversation was quiet, a blend of fatigue and quiet satisfaction, a perfect picture of weary happiness. They slowly made their way back inside, the boys already struggling with a power bank, a stark reminder of their disconnected city lives. Junior couldn't help but reminisce about game centers and pool days, a bittersweet ache for their old life, now a tangible presence. The collapse of Jude's steel company, the earthquake, the fire, a devastating sequence that had brought them here, a necessary retreat. 6:30, dusk painting the sky in shades of orange and purple. They realized they'd forgotten the electrician. What's he doing? Hasn't he finished yet? Jude wondered, the sound of hammering from the ceiling having long ceased. Where is he asked, Romeo leading the way to the balcony. The electrician's bag lay abandoned, the ladder nowhere in sight. They followed the newly installed wiring, impressed by his neat and efficient work. Jude turned to Junior, slowly removing his glasses, a familiar gesture that signaled a serious conversation. "Junior, you know this isn't our forever home, right?" Junior nodded. "You know, son," Jude continued, his voice gentle but firm. "Sometimes life throws tough choices our way, choices we have to make to protect our family." He paused, looking away for a moment, the silence heavy. He cleaned his glasses and put them back on, a mask of composure slipping into place, I lost everything: son, the company, the earthquake, the fire, millions gone, debts piled high. This move, this is what your mother and I had to do. I will get some compensation eventually, but it will take time. Romeo understands, but your mother worried you might not. This town is peaceful. There are new things to discover here. 7:20 p.m. Darkness now complete. The chirping of crickets fill the air. The mosquitoes will be terrible soon. We need to get petrol for the generator in case there's a power cut, their mother said, her gaze drifting towards a dark bush bordering their property, a faint glimmer of light visible from a distant house. Their lights are on. Why hasn't the electrician finished ours? Where is he? She asked, a knot of unease tightening in her chest. A sudden, piercing scream ripped through the night, followed by more cries, high-pitched and filled with terror. Romeo bolted from the room, Rosemary clinging to him, her small body trembling. The main road, Jude pointed, his voice tight, the cries growing louder. More voices joined the chorus of anguish. Without a word, he strode toward the gate, his wife, Junior, and a frightened Rosemary close behind. Junior's breath hitched, his eyes widening in disbelief at the figure hanging limply from the electric pole, his clothes charred, his hands clenched around a blackened ladder. The electrician, dead, utterly lifeless. The electricity having taken everything. Villagers began to emerge in the darkness, their cries echoing the horror of the scene. Then a woman's voice rose above the others, raw with inconsolable grief. They have killed my husband. Who killed my husband? The words tearing through night air, a lament of profound loss and bitter accusation.